Gameplay's back at it again with another awesome video. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not in the best of moods. Mostly because in the time that I'm recording this, I know that in the MC timeline, I now have to watch The Eternals, which I'm dreading. I just kind of want to talk about MCU Phase 6 a little bit. In terms of, what I think potential sequels that this basically is gonna have, because I believe it's gonna be about 4 TV shows. Thank God. I just don't. But honestly, in terms, I'm just gonna go with what I have to say and just go on a limb and just say it. Phase 6 is not gonna really save the multiverse saga. The multiverse saga has disappointed a lot of MCU fans. It's not something that's really hidden. We all know it. Honestly, I want to off the 4 movies that are already announced for Phase 6, along with I believe 2 to 3 others are gonna be. It's gonna have either 6 or 7 movies. Phase 6. As to the TV shows, Eyes of Wakanda. Don't think I'm gonna care much for that. Being honest. I don't think it's canon. Actually, Wonder Man. No one asked for this. No one did. Also, don't think it's connected. Daredevil Born Again Season 2. I heard Daredevil Season 1's pretty good, so probably the only real TV show worth watching. And Vision Quest. Don't necessarily think it's gonna be that good either. No one really cares for Wonder Man, really, so he's already just gonna flop. But most TV shows and basically almost all the TV shows in the Multiverse Saga have been kind of disappointments. I just don't think I can go back and rewatch any of them, really. In terms of the movies, the track record, it's not as. In terms of the movie track record, the MCU isn't exactly dead because you still have good movies, but in there's in phases 4 and 5, there has been an increase in bad movies compared to the first 3. Because let me tell you, uh, Phase 4 had 7 movies, and in terms of the public reception to those movies, like Black Widow, I'm pretty sure. And let me rewatch. I was actually nodding off to that movie. I was shutting my eyes multiple moments. I had to keep myself up with candy. It was I was constantly drifting to sleep on Black Widow. And then Shang-Chi, I actually enjoyed that one on my rewatch. It was fun. They haven't done that much with his character after that. It's kind of a shame. Next, we have the Eternals. I'm dreading to rewatch this one. Spider-Man: No Way Home is like the only thing people really remember from the saga, from this Phase Four. That's the only thing they even care about. Doctor Strange: Multiverse of Madness. It disappointed me. There was two with characters making dumb decisions. Wanda being kind of a bad villain, and Doctor Strange not really having a character arc. Thor: Love and Thunder. The guy made like it was it was it was it was way the tone was way too silly, and the jokes weren't even that funny to begin with. It just didn't really work. Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. It was okay movie. In compared to the first Black Panther, it's kind of down, but you know what? I can sit here and say it's an okay movie. Phase 5, Quantumania was supposed to set up the big bad for the saga, Kang, and it failed it failed at doing that so hard that they actually had to make Robert Downey Jr. come back as Doctor Doom. But no one cared that much about Kang anyway. So Guardians of the Galaxy 3, it's it's a pretty big highlight. You know, it's really good. It was James Gunn's send off before he went to DC. The Marvels just was probably the only Marvel movie I think to actually to not make back its money. That's all I'm saying. Deadpool and Wolverine just it's funny, you know. It's crazy. It's funny. All it's just it's what you would want out of a movie like that. Captain America: Brave New World. I know a lot of people say this movie, but it's fine, honestly. It's like a solid 7.5. And Thunderbolts, aka the New Avengers. I'm still gonna call it Thunderbolts. I honestly did not think this movie was gonna be that good when I first saw the trailer of it, because in terms of the MCU standards nowadays, it's not that high anymore. You probably can, you almost feel like any movie's gonna be a flop, and that's kind of the synopsis I had with this movie. I didn't really want to go watch it exactly. I knew that I probably would have to eventually watch it, but I wasn't looking forward to it. But when I did watch it, holy moly, it was good. Now we get to the four announced movies of Phase 6: The Fantastic Four, Spider Man Brand New Day, Avengers Doomsday, and Avengers Secret Wars. In terms of the movies that aren't announced, because I think they're going to do more than four, you know, for a phase. It's going to either have two or three more movies in this phase. I think in terms of the movies that they're going to release, it's going to be like the three movies I think that are going to release in Phase 6 is Shang-Chi 2, Doctor Strange 3, and Thor 5. That's the ones I'm expecting. Of course, Black Panther 3 could also come out, but who knows? In terms of the already announced movies like Fantastic Four and the Secret Wars, I think they're all gonna be good, but I think the fact that they had to I don't know exactly. The fact they had to cancel the previous movies for just to make Doomsday and Secret Wars better kind of makes me feel like the next like other movies in this phase are gonna be a bit rushed. So the movies that I just said, like Thor 5, Doctor Strange 3, and Shang-Chi 2, I don't not necessarily think they're gonna be like top tiers. They're gonna be forgettable, maybe. But anyways, that's what I want to just want to say that. Make sure to subscribe, comment, like, and notification bells in my future videos. And if I do, bye bye.